What's up, everybody? We're going to wait till we get some peoples up in here. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, Kyle. How you doing this morning, champion? Appreciate the likes already this morning. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love this morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Sheena. How you doing this morning? Listen, we got some stuff to discuss this morning, so I'm going to wait till a couple of more people drop up in this piece because we got some stuff we got to talk about this morning. Good morning, Eddie. Good morning, Brian. How you doing, champion? Good morning, Eddie. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the likes so far this morning. Appreciate you guys joining me. Mike, what up, champion? I know you in the house. Matt, and what's up, champion? I know you in the house, big dog. I hope all is well, and I hope to talk to you soon, champion. We're going to wait till some more people drop up in this piece. It's time to get it started this morning. Ryan, good morning, champion from Texas. Brian, day off, up early on the Pacific Coast, ready to learn. That's what I'm talking about, big dog, the Pacific Coast. I'm coming out there soon, man, in November. Richard, good morning, champion. Peter, good morning. Good morning. We are listening. We are listening, man. Who is we? Is it just you or is it some more people in your store? Evan, good morning. Hey, Evan, appreciate you adding all the people that you did yesterday, man. I noticed that, and I appreciate you supporting the F&I 20 group like that, man. I really do. Appreciate you. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to wait until a couple more people drop up in this piece, and then we're going to get started. We got some stuff we got to talk about this morning, y'all. We got some stuff we got to talk about. All of us in that group. Yep, nice. Y'all are here, man. That's how the F&I 20 group does, man. They show up. This is what I love about the F&I 20 group. They show up. So I love it. John Dawson, what's up, champion? Bring the heat this morning. Dude, we got some stuff we got to conversate about, man. We got some stuff we got to conversate in the F&I 20 group about, man. So it's time to drop some jewels this morning, man. Time to drop some jewels. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Let's wait till a few more people drop up in here, man, and let's get started. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning, Johnny Hankins. Good morning. I have a salesperson, upcoming champion F&I, sitting in on this one with me, man. Nice. Tell him I said, what's up? Come on. You're going to get us up. You're going to get us some details about the masterclass. I've been telling people about it, man. Come on with it. Come on with it. FImasterclass.com. For those who are wondering what John Dawson was just talking about, FImasterclass.com, November 6th and 7th in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm going to be there, man. I'm doing a 2-day seminar, strictly F&I, coming to drop some jewels, change careers, and change lives. I hope you guys join me. Good morning, everybody. Let's give it one more minute. Let's give it one more minute, and let's get it started. One more minute, and let's get it started. One more minute, and we going to get it started this morning. All right, good morning, guys. Miguel, good morning. Hey, listen to me. All right, so the minute isn't up. I gotta be fair. Let's give it another 30 seconds. Let's get them up in here. Tell your people about it. Tell your people, share the stream. I love the love. I love the likes. Please, I love the love. I love the likes. Lets me know you guys are paying attention. So drop as much love and as much likes on there as possible. I see it on my end, even if others don't see it on their end. So please continue to drop the love and drop the likes. All right. So this morning, now it's time to get started. So listen to me. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the likes, man. Appreciate you guys. Hey, listen. Here's what I want to talk about this morning. Something that's vitally important. I apologize I didn't get on a stream Tuesday morning at 9:30 like I normally do. I know you guys understand due to the hurricane situation, I had to push it back a couple. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina, and I had to push it back a couple. However, what I wanted to do was come to you this morning and talk about getting a checkup from the neck up in F&I. What I mean by that is listen, I saw a conversation yesterday in the F&I 20 group that talked about some F&I trainer advised an F&I manager that you can't fix stupid customers. You can't fix stupid customers. Now, I'm not saying it exactly like it was said in there, but you guys are getting the drift. When a customer is making an unreasonable decision, when you have an unreasonable customer, this F&I trainer at this F&I school told this F&I manager, listen, don't worry about it because you can't fix stupid. Don't worry about it because you can't fix a dumb customer. Right? I believe the post was about some kid that was getting ready to ink up on a gap policy, and the dad ended up calling in while the kid was inking up. And while the kid was inking up, the dad called in and advised his son, listen, you don't need none of that gap stuff. You don't need none of them products back in F&I. You definitely don't need gap. I want you to take it off and stay at the base payment. And the son ended up being upside down. He came into the deal upside down. I believe the post read that the guy came in there $5,000 flipped, right? And he was inking up on gap just like he should have. And the dad ended up calling in and saying, hey, son, I don't want you to buy none of that F&I stuff back there. I don't want you to buy none of that snake oil stuff that they sell back on the back end. I want you to take it all out, and I want you to stay at the base payment, right? And then this F&I trainer at this F&I school told this F&I manager, listen, don't worry about those type of customers because you can't fix stupid. You can't fix dumb customers. And my question to you is, listen, if you are referring to a customer as stupid, all right, if you are referring to a customer as dumb back in F&I, and you can't sell and close a stupid or dumb customer, then what does that make you? Think about that. What does that make you? So what I advised this guy was, listen, never ever take advice from an F&I trainer or an F&I school that would advise you to refer to a customer as dumb. I said, if an F&I trainer or an F&I school refers to a customer as dumb, hand them a mirror so that they can see what dumb really looks like. Right? Because it's not the customer's fault that you can't sell and close them. Right? It's not the customer's fault that you came up short. Right? It's not the customer's fault that they closed you on the reason why they weren't going to purchase your product. Listen to me. Before the customer ever got to your office, I've been telling you guys that these customers do training. Right? These customers do their research before they ever get to a dealership. That's why now a customer only visits 1.5 stores before they ever purchase a car. Why? Because they did all the research before they ever got to your dealership. Right? They were educated as much as they possibly could about F&I. They were educated about the reputation and perception of F&I. That when they go back to the F&I office, whatever monthly payment they had before they got back there, that monthly payment is going to go up. Right? And why is that monthly payment going to go up? Because the F&I manager is going to try to sell you some stuff. Right? This is what the customer is going off on. Right? This is how the customer approaches you back in F&I. Now, I know that you in F&I know better, right? We know that what we sell back in F&I actually is valuable to a customer, right? We know that what we sell in F&I can actually help a customer in an emergency situation, but that's not the perception that customers have. So what we have to learn to do is overcome and close. We got to learn how to get through the resistance and overcome the objection and close, right? The customer isn't stupid. The customer isn't dumb because we fall short in overcoming their resistance and objections and close them, right? It's not the customer's fault. Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? The first rule in leadership, the first rule in management and real leadership is taking responsibility. Right? It's taking accountability, right? Good morning, Miguel. Good morning, Jimmy. But the first rule is taking responsibility, right? For our results with each and every deal, each and every customer, right? So I want you guys to write this down. If you're in a position to write this down, I want you guys to write this down. I know that there's a new F&I manager on here sitting in with a veteran. Listen, new guy, write this down, okay? I want you to write this down. DCAR. Type that in the comments to let me know that you guys got it. DCAR. Type it in there now. Type it in there now. DCAR. I want to see it. DCAR. Type those in the comments right now so that I know that you guys heard me. DCAR. Darren, thank you. DCAR. Ryan, thank you. DCAR. Mike, thank you. DCAR. Danielle, thank you. DCAR. Alan, thank you. DCAR. Sheena, come on. DCAR. Miguel, DCA. Thank you guys. Richard, DCAR. Listen, now I'm about to tell you what DCAR means, okay? The first one, D, decision. Decision. C, commitment. A, action. R, results. Decision, commitment, action, results. Decision, commitment, action, results. Decision, commitment, action, results. This is what we have to implement back here in F&I. As an F&I manager who wants to take our skill set to the next level so that we never refer to a customer as stupid again. Okay? Decision, commitment, action, results. What do I mean by that? First of all, in order to become that F&I manager who is great enough to get through the resistance that a customer throws up, to become that F&I manager that becomes great enough to overcome the customer's objections and close them on your product and generate revenue, and meanwhile protect the customer just like we should, you gotta make the decision to get yourself to the next level. You gotta make the decision to become that F&I manager. You have to make the decision to become great in this thing called F&I. You cannot be a mediocre F&I manager and expect to get great results. It will never happen. You can't have it both ways, which is the title of this live stream. Listen, you cannot have it both ways, right? You cannot run $1,500 a copy with a $900 copy attitude. Come on. It does not work. You can't have it both ways. Decision. You have to make the decision to become great. Listen, you have to make the decision to become great. You have to make the decision now because it's never too late. I don't care where you at in your career. I don't care what kind of results you're getting right now. I don't care who you're surrounded by. I don't care if you're surrounded by a group of positive or negative people. I don't care if you have people telling you what you can't do. I know that it's possible for you. I know that it's possible for you. I know that you got this greatness inside of you, but some of you haven't made the decision to become great. The all out, no holds barred, caution to the wind, do everything that it takes decision to become great. Right? The first, DCAR, decision. And then once you make the decision to become great, you have to follow it by action. You have to follow it with the commitment. Decision, commitment. You got to get committed. Right? You got to get committed. You have to go all in. Right? You guys have heard the phrase burn the ships. Right? Burn the ships. Right? No turning back. You got to get committed. Right? You have to get committed to the greatness. You have to make the decision, I'm going to become great. Then you have to get committed. And then once you get committed, once you decide to burn the ships, once you decide that there is no alternative, once you decide that there is no plan B, then you got to take action. You have to take action. You have to back up your commitment. You have to back up your decision with action, because action is the only thing that is going to get you results. Action is the only thing that's going to get you results. The reason why the F&I trainer told the guy that you can't fix stupid customers is because that F&I trainer hadn't made the decision. He wasn't committed. He didn't take action. So therefore, he wasn't getting results. And so therefore, he couldn't tell that F&I manager how to get results. He couldn't encourage and motivate that F&I manager to go out and get results. He couldn't encourage and motivate that F&I manager to take his skill set to the next level. Why? Because that guy decided, hey, he made the decision a long time ago to be mediocre. Right? Well, I'm going to encourage everyone in F&I right now. DCAR from here on out. Decision, commitment, action, results. Every day I make the decision to be great. Every day I commit to that decision to be great. Every day I take action. Every day. Every day I'm on the phone with some of you in the F&I 20 group. Every day I'm on the phone doing coaching calls with some of you in the F&I 20 group. Every day I'm on the phone with the dealer. Every day I'm helping the dealer out with an F&I process. Every day I'm helping an F&I manager sharpen their axe, take their skill set to the next level. Every day. Why? Because I made the decision to become the #1 and the very best F&I trainer on this planet. I made that decision. I made that decision and I committed to it. And once I made the decision and committed to it, all I take is action. All I take is action to get results. All I take is I created Dealer F&I University as the world's best F&I training platform. But listen to me. I committed and made the decision a long time ago. People see all these books behind me. They see all these books that I read because I read every single day. Why? Because I made the decision to become great. I made the decision to become the greatest F&I trainer on this planet. Right? And so in order to do that, I have to commit and I have to take action. Right? I've been to F&I schools a long time ago. I made the decision to become great. F&I school, right? F&I school. Here's another one from F&I, right? I've been to Hyundai's F&I school, right? I've been to Resource School twice, right? Here's another platform resource. I done it, guys. Safeguard School, F&I school, right? I done it. Everything that I'm telling you guys and advising you guys and encouraging you guys to do, I did it. I've been down that path. So I know it's possible for you. I know that you can put yourself in a situation where you never have to refer to a customer as dumb again. Right? I still do training. I still do Grant Cardone's training, his sales training. And guess what? I'm not even a sales trainer. Right? But in order to become great, you have to make the commitment. You have to make the decision and then commit to it. So I want to be great in all areas, in every single area that there is. So when it comes to F&I can be second to none. I made that decision. I committed to it. I take action every day. And guess what? I'm getting results. Right? I've been to no less than 5 or 6 F&I schools, and then I created the best one. Dealer F&I University. I created the best one because I know what those other schools are like, right? I know what they teach, right? I know the Colombo closes that they still teach. I know the menu training that they still teach, right? I know what they teach in their schools, right? So I know that most of these F&I schools can't produce F&I beasts. Right? I know that most of these F&I schools can't create people who can go back to a dealership and become great in F&I. I know that. Why? Because I've been to most of them. Right? But what I'm going to tell you is this, is you make the decision to become great. And then you commit to it. You do the hard things. Right? You make the decision, you commit to it, and then you take action. Because guess what? I don't care what happens. Right? I don't care what circumstance or situation you find yourself in. As long as you're taking action, right? As long as you're focused on going in the direction that you need to in order to accomplish your goal, in order to hit your target. As long as you're moving in that direction, then guess what? It don't matter the situation, right? Because your eyes are on the bigger picture, right? Your eyes remain focused on the prize and not on the small issues, right? The fact that this guy's dad called him and said, hey, you don't buy the gap policy, shouldn't have stopped that F&I manager from selling the guy the gap policy. Listen to me. The most certain person in the room will always influence the other people. Always remember this, okay? The most certain person in the room will always influence the other people. In that situation where the dad called in to the son and said, hey, you're $5,000 upside down, but still don't buy the gap policy. The dad was certain, which made the son certain. And when that son displayed that certainty, that F&I manager backed off. Why? Because he didn't possess the skill set to say, hey, I have to be more urgent. I have to show that sense of urgency. I have to be more certain. I have to push and I have to insist that this guy buy the gap policy, right? You have to have the skill set to bring that gap policy to life, right? You have to make it so obvious that the guy needs the gap policy. You have to insist so much that the guy gets the gap policy. You have to be so certain about that gap policy and the value that it brings to that customer that the son would do it anyway. That's who you have to be as an F&I manager. You have to be so certain. You have to bring so much value. Breathe life into that gap policy. Make that gap policy wake up and get off your desk, right? Make that gap policy wake up, get off your desk and walk around. This is how much value and life you have to breathe into your policy. Because if you breathe that kind of value into your policy, guess what? The son is going to do it anyway. You follow what I'm saying? It's not about the customer being stupid. It's not about the customer being dumb. It's about our skill set. And when we can't close a customer, it is a direct reflection of our skill set. Understand that. Understand what I'm telling you. Everything in F&I relies on a skill set. That's why some people run $800 a copy and others run $1,800 a copy, right? It's not the customer. It's not the demographic. It's not the franchise. It's not the area of the country, right? It's none of that. It is simply the skill set. It is the F&I intellect and the F&I muscle possessed by that individual F&I manager. So understand this. When you're faced with hardships in F&I, I don't care what it is. All right? Skill set trumps everything. Okay? So when you're faced with hardships in F&I, back up, breathe, and then say, hey, okay, what is it that I can do to skill up? What is it that I can learn? What is it that I can do? How can I sharpen my axe so the next time I run into this situation, it's not a barrier for me, right? What can I do to become so strong? What can I take from this situation? What can I learn from this situation so the next time I come across this hardship, it's not an issue, right? What is your skill? You always need to analyze your skill set. And like I told that guy to tell that F&I trainer, the next time he refers to a customer as dumb, show him a mirror so he can see what dumb really looks like. Right? Because anytime anyone refers to a customer who is in our office spending money and patroning our dealership, right, when they could go anywhere in the state, in the city and purchase a car, but they decided to come to that dealership and spend their hard-earned money, right? And they decided to grace us with their presence, and we're going to refer to them as stupid? Come on. Come on. It's not them, right? We weren't hired. We weren't hired to call customers dumb. What we were hired to do is overcome the hardest situations and the worst circumstances in F&I and generate revenue. That's what we were hired to do. All right. I bet in an F&I interview, no one said, hey guy, hey Mr. General Manager, hey Mr. Owner, hey Mr. GSM, I'm going to do the very best I can, but I can't fix stupid customers. I bet no one ever said that, right? That's something that was brought up because they ran into a hard situation and couldn't figure out how to get through it, right? So instead of taking responsibility and accountability for that situation and for them coming up short, they decided to blame the customer. Come on. You can't do that. That's not what great people do. Right? This thing is about creating great F&I managers. Let me tell you what doing that does, okay? When we refer to customers as dumb, okay? When we refer to customers as stupid, right? All that does is reinforce the perception that F&I has as prima donnas, right? As people who are who are high maintenance, right? People who are overpaid. Right? People who the sales desk needs to plant seeds for, right? And leave room in the payment for and pre-sell the product for, right? That's all that does, right? When we decide to rest on our laurels, right? And be mediocre, right? And want to run $1,500, but we got a $600 a copy attitude. When we're that person, all we do is reinforce the perception. Right? But what you and me and us on this live stream right now, what we need to do is we need to change perception. Why? Because I know the greatness that F&I brings to the table, and so do you. You know what we go through every day. You know the hardships we go through every day. You know the resistances and the objections and the challenges we go through every day. You know the hours that we work every day. You know this. You know that at the end of the month, we're the last people at the dealership trying to close out the month and get all the deals upstairs. You know that we're trying to make the impossible possible by continually calling that lender and rehashing. Right? You know, I know what you go through. I know that you're trying to get the impossible done when the sales desk throws a deal against the wall and says, hey, just roll it. You know it's not a deal, but they say, hey, just roll it. And then they put it on your lap to get that deal done as it was done, as it was contracted. I know what you go through, and I know that you don't get the credit. But listen, you discredit the F&I managers and every F&I manager in the automotive industry when you refer to customers as stupid. Right? When you walk around your dealership as a prima donna and with an attitude, and you come up with excuses as to why you couldn't generate revenue on a deal, that does a discredit to every F&I manager in the automotive industry. Why? Because that's going to hurt the next F&I manager who's trying to get an opportunity at that same dealership that you're at. Right? When you decide to leave. Right? Because the grass is greener and this dealership is BS, so I'm leaving. I'm going over here. Right? All you're doing is hurting the reputation and the perception that F&I managers have. Listen, me and you, I want us to help. I want us to help their reputation. I want you to help me elevate the reputation of F&I to where it's second to none. Why? Because I do. I believe that F&I are the strongest managers in the dealership. I truly do. I've been a desk manager, I've ran stores, and I've been an F&I manager for most of my career. And I can tell you one thing, ain't no position like an F&I position. Ain't one. And I dare somebody to argue with me about that. Ain't one like F&I, right? I know what we go through. We battle day in and day out. We are the most profitable square footage in the dealership. We generate the most revenue on every single deal. We deal with 100% objections. 100% resistance, right? A customer will 100% of the time walk back in F&I and say, oh, no, I don't want it. Oh, no, I don't need it. Oh, no, I had one before and never used it. Oh, no, my dad's a mechanic. Oh, no, it's outside of my budget. Oh, no, right? I'm not going to be keeping the vehicle that long. Oh, no, right? 100% of the time, customers resist and they object, right? 100% of the, so this is what F&I managers deal with, yet and still we're able to, well, the good ones are able to get through the resistance, overcome the objection, close the customer, protect the customer, and generate revenue. Most of the time, the good ones do our jobs, right? They don't refer to customers as stupid, right? Most of the time, we do our jobs, and our job is to take care of that customer, to take care of that dealership, to take care of our families, and to take care of ourselves, right? Through your skill set. Through your skill set. Are you with me? Are we on the same page here? Listen, DCAR. You can't do it without that. Decision, commitment, action. Decision, commitment, action. Decision, commitment, action equals results. If you're brand new in F&I, please, I want you to live by this mantra. I want you to write it down on a piece of paper and tape it to the wall, right? Take a picture of it and post it in the F&I 20 group. DCAR. Decision, commitment, action, results. Every time you run into a hardship in F&I, every time you are in a bad situation, every time the circumstance isn't ideal, every time you get a stripped out deal, every time you get a customer that walks in with a cashier's check and shuts you down, every time you get a customer that has 3 third basemen in there, every time you get a customer that walks in and tells you, hey, I gotta go, and they just spent 8 hours on the showroom floor, every time you run into that situation, I want you to look at that piece of paper, DCAR. Decision, commitment, action, results. Oh yeah, that's right. I committed to becoming great. I committed to becoming great. So no matter what this situation is, no matter how hard it is, no matter how hard this fight is, DCAR, right? Decision, commitment, action, results. I have to do something within me in order to overcome, in order to become better. So the next time I run into this situation, it's not an issue anymore. Come on. Oh, DCAR, decision, commitment, action, results. I made the decision a long time ago. Listen, I have to become the greatest F&I trainer on the planet. I made that decision, right? And now I am the #1 F&I trainer on the planet. Why? Because I'm not teaching you menus. I'm not teaching you Columbo closes, right? I'm not teaching you some BS script that was come up with in some conference room somewhere, and the F&I trainer never worked in the F&I office. I'm not teaching you that. I'm teaching you how to battle. I'm teaching you real life. Dealer F&I University is based solely on experiences. Every hardship I've had, every time I failed, every time I got knocked down and had to pick myself back up and fight through the situation to become successful. That's what Dealer F&I University is about. Not a Columbo close. Not a, you can't fix stupid. So if the customer is being unreasonable, forget about them. You can't fix stupid. Right? That's not what it's about. It's about teaching skill set. It's about bringing honor back to the F&I department. It's about bringing credibility back to the F&I managers who really deserve it. Right? It's about taking F&I to the next level, right? It's about making F&I so phenomenal that everybody on planet Earth that's in the automotive industry will say, yes, I got to be a part of that. Yes, I have to be a part of that because it's so phenomenal. They make so much money and they're so happy, and yet they protect customers. They take care of customers. They roll out the red carpet for customers. Customers love F&I. Right? This is where we are trying to take F&I. We can't get there with customers calling customers dumb and advising F&I managers to call customers dumb. Come on. We got to be great. And we're better than that. DCAR. Listen to me. Today, when you run into a hardship, I want you to write DCAR. I want you to write DCAR, okay, on a piece of paper, okay, DCAR, okay, and then I want you to put that on a wall, okay, in your F&I office, and every time you run into a challenge in your F&I department, I want you to look at that, and I wanted to remind you. I wanted to remind you that this ain't the last time you're going to run into this challenge. So it's not the customer that's dumb. It's just that we have to increase our skill set. We have to sharpen our axe and get better so the next time we run into this hardship, it's not an issue. Come on. DCAR. You can't have it both ways. Look. You cannot walk in your dealership with an attitude and expect everybody to respect you in F&I. You can't have it both ways. You can't decide to have a been in a business mentality and never ever want to grow and learn, yet deal with all the transparency and all the full disclosure and all the knowledge that educated customers walk in with, right, and expect to run the superstar numbers that you ran back in the day when they ran classified ads in the newspaper. You cannot be an F&I manager that sits in your F&I office and waits on deals to come, yet get mad because the sales desk and the salespeople don't leave you room in the payment, but yet you refuse to get involved in the deal early. You can't have it both ways, right? You can't run $1,500 a copy and have a $900 a copy attitude. You cannot have it both ways. Right? You can't talk down to salespeople and expect for them to respect you and talk up to you. You can't have it both ways. Right? You can't produce phenomenal results in F&I and never ever train. Right? You trained 5 years ago for 5 days. Right? And you believe that you have the skill set that it takes now. Right? That it took 20 years ago to be successful in F&I. You can't have it both ways. Right? You have to either skill up so that you're able to deal with the hardest customers and the hardest circumstances, or you got to move out the way. You got to move out the way and give that next person with that ambition, with that goal-oriented ambition, that never quit hunger, that never quit attitude, that hunger, that desire to take care of themselves and their family, that desire to elevate their career. You got to move out the way so that person can get the opportunity. Because when you give that person with those type of characteristics the opportunity, listen, woo, it's off to the fences at that point. It's off to the races. Why? Because they threw all the minutia out the window. They threw all of that garbage mentality out the window. They not walking around the dealership telling people how long they've been in the business. What are they doing? They're learning. They're training. Right? They're reading books. Right? All the books. They're reading books. Right? Because they're hungry. Right? They know that the success is possible. And how do they know? Because it's 1,000 people who were successful that came before them. Right? All they have to do is follow the blueprint. Right? People say, hey, man, success leaves clues. I believe success leaves blueprints, right? Where I want to go in life, somebody has already traveled that path and proven that you can be successful at it. Somebody was the #1 F&I trainer in the automotive industry before I made the decision to become the #1 F&I trainer. Someone, listen to me. You got 19 F&I trainers out there, 19 F&I schools out there that all taught the menu. But listen, at some point, one person said, hey, I'm at a restaurant. I'm at this restaurant and there's a menu. And you know what? We should use a menu in F&I. And everybody bought it. Right? And then once everybody in the industry bought it, all the 19 other F&I trainers decided, hey, yeah, I'm going to teach menus. Right? And then there's Shaka Dyson who came along and said, hey, you know what? Forget the menu. Why? Because I know what it's like to be an F&I. I know what happens as soon as you whip out a menu. I know what happens. I've been there thousands of times. I've been there for years and decades on end. I've been there. Right? DCAR. Decision, commitment, action, results. Be different. Right? When you're different, you make the decision to become great and you commit to becoming great. And then you take action. You take action based on your decision and your commitment to become great. Then what do? You walk in your F&I office every morning and you calculate exactly where you are in F&I, your actual versus where your benchmark is, right? And then you figure out where your area of opportunity is. That's the first thing. Right? Then the second thing is you pull up Dealer Track and you look at all the deals that were approved, right? You get those billed out and you get sent upstairs. And then you pull all of the approvals that were approved, but they weren't approved as you sent them over. Right? So then you pick up the phone and you start rehashing. And then you pull all the declines, right? And you start rehashing the declines. Right? And you start getting ready for your day with the customers that are coming in. You start calling salespeople in your office. You start sitting down with them. You start doing one-on-ones with them, right? Woo! You committed to being great, right? So you as an F&I manager start doing one-on-ones with your salespeople, right? You start following up with their customers right in front of them, showing them how to follow up, right? You start asking them, hey, what deal did you have working yesterday? Right? Hey, what customer do you have coming in today? Hey, is there anyone that you need me to call for you? Right? And then you walk up to the sales desk and you say, hey guys, is there any deal that you guys need me to call in for you guys? Is there anyone that you guys need me to call? Is there any help that you guys need from me on any one of the deals that you're working? Right? You show you decision, commitment, action. Then you dive into training, right? When you got a few spare moments, then you dive into Dealer F&I University and you train and you sharpen that axe, right? Every single day, right? Not once a week, right? Not once a month, right? Not once a year, but every single day. Why? Because you make the decision to become a great F&I manager. You committed to it. Now you're taking action. Right? You're helping salespeople out in your showroom floor every day. Now you're taking action so they respect you. You're going to the sales desk every day saying, hey, is there anything that you guys need help with? Now you're taking action so the sales desk will respect you, right? And you're out of your office every single day out on the showroom floor. Now the people respect you. Now you taking action, right? And then the Saturday morning meeting comes and you're not beating people down, but you handing out money, right? If you spiff people on your products, you're handing out money, right? You're getting the people, you're taking 5 minutes and you're getting your people fired up, right? You're giving them some guidance and maybe a little bit of advice about what to do in F&I in reference to a customer that's in the showroom floor, right? How to get a deal packaged up great. How to introduce you as an F&I manager, right? How to give customers expectations about what's going to occur in F&I if the customer asks, right? What to do while the customer is waiting, that 9 or 10 minutes that it takes to get the customer back to F&I, what they should be doing in that meantime, right? You're educating them, you're guiding them, you're firing them up in the Saturday morning meeting. Come on, that's taking action. Right? You're taking action because you made the decision and you committed to becoming great. But what is a mediocre? What does the mediocre F&I manager do? They sit in their office. They don't say anything in a Saturday morning meeting, right? They never do one-on-ones with their salespeople, right? They always wait for the deal to come back to them. They always have the expectation of having room in the payment, right? They always talk down to salespeople, telling salespeople what they're doing wrong and what they missed. Right? They're always coming up with excuses, masked as reasons as to why they're not producing, because they're still using a menu, right? And they don't know how to close, right? They're not producing results, but they're giving the GM and the owner all the reasons masked, all the excuses masked as reasons in the world, right? So they're not building on the respect and the credibility that F&I managers should get, right? That's what mediocre F&I managers do. Yet they expect to get paid, right? Yet they expect the respect. Yet they expect to get the credibility. Yet they expect all the admiration of that store, right? They expect the respect. They expect the money, right? Well, listen to me. You can't have it both ways. Either you're going to be great in F&I or you must vacate the position. You gotta be great in F&I, or you gotta vacate the position and give that next person the opportunity. Come on. And if I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. And if the shoe fit, then listen, the shoe fits. Because if you don't belong on the next level in F&I, then listen, go ahead and move yourself now. Right? Because there's many people that are with me on this call and that are in the F&I 20 group that are saying, yes, I'm making the decision right now. Yes. I'm going to commit to it right now. Yes. I'm going to start taking action right now. Yes. So the result is that we are going to take F&I to the next level. Yes. That's the decision. That's the commitment. And listen to me. When you make the decision and you make the commitment, you got to back it up with action. Come on. Oh my God, I'm so fired up this morning. Come on. I love F&I. And I love F&I because I know who F&I is. I know every inch of F&I, every second of what goes down in F&I, every call that you have to make to a customer when they have to come in and re-sign. Every single time a customer walks in with a complaint. Every single time a customer walks in and wants to cancel a service contract. Every single time a customer walks in with third basement. Every single time a customer walks in late at night after spending 5 hours on the showroom floor fighting the salespeople over $10 on a payment, then they get back to your office and tell you they gotta go. I know what happens. I know what happens when people are coming in your office, slapping their hand down on your menu and saying, hey, I don't want to hear none of that stuff. I ain't never had it before. Hondas are great vehicles. Toyotas are great vehicles. We're not going to need any of that stuff. I want to stay at the $320 a month. Right? Or I'm getting up and I'm leaving. Oh, that rate is too high. I got to check with my credit union and see if the rate is lower. I know what happens in those situations. So I know what F&I managers go through to generate the revenue. Right? It requires commitment to your skill set. Only your skill set can better your attitude. The better you are skill-wise, the more certain you're going to be in that F&I office. And the most certain person in the room will always influence the other people. Remember that. The most certain person in the room is always going to influence the other people. So today, when you do a deal today, if you come up short, you have to ask yourself, listen, was the customer more certain than me? Did my skill set match, get through and overcome their objection and close them and generate revenue? What happened? Where is the area of opportunity for me? What is it that I can do differently next time? How can I skill up? What is it what piece of knowledge can I gain, right? What can I take from this situation? DCAR, right? We're going to take F&I back. We're going to take F&I back from all the critics. Ryan says, if it's going to be, it's up to me. Absolutely. Betsy says, amen. This is what the job is all about, team. Come on. People are getting it this morning. I'm seeing the love. I'm seeing the likes. Hit the buttons pressed. All the love, all the likes. People are getting it this morning. This is resonating with people. People are understanding. Me and you are on the same page. Because you know, it's skill set. The most certain person in the room will always influence the other person. So today, I want you to be the most certain person. Today, I want you to make the decision to get committed. Today, I want you to make the decision to be the greatest. Today, I want you to make the decision to commit. Today, I want you to take action. Today, I want you to get the results. Commit. Commit to not what you're doing now, but commit to your potential. Commit to the greatness that you have within you. Commit to the great results that you know that you can produce, regardless of the situation. I don't care if they come in with a cashier's check. I don't care if they come in with cash. I don't care if they're leasing a deal. I don't care if they're financing and they get a stripped out payment. I don't care if the deal is just thrown back to you. It's not put together yet. I don't care about none of that. What I care about is your skill set. I want you to commit to greatness. The greatness that F&I, all of us have inside of us. That's what I want. That's what I want you to commit to. Commit to that. And guess what? The next level is coming. We all commit to that. Come on. And the next level is coming. Come on. We all commit to that. And the next level is coming. When we commit to our potential, the next level is inevitable. When we commit to our potential, the next level is around the corner. When we commit to our potential, the next level is right around the corner. It's coming up next, right? We can expect the next level when we commit to the greatness that we have within us, all right? Come on. Come on. Let me see it. Let me see the love. Let me see the likes. Let me see the love. Let me see you guys. DCAR. Let me see you guys. What's up, Max? Let me see you guys. What's up, Paul? Let me see you guys. Come on, Paul started clapping in the office. Come on. It's time to get fired up this morning. Listen, we got to be grateful. We got to be grateful this morning that we in F&I. Come on. We are the strongest managers in the store. Come on. We got to be grateful, right? We're going to go out and get the respect that we deserve. Come on. We're going to go out and build the reputation that others should know that we're what we're about. Come on. We got to take this thing to the next level. You and me. We're going to take this thing called F&I to the next level. Woo! I'm fired up this morning. Hey, listen. I appreciate you guys being on the call. Perry, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys being on the call. I want you guys to know I love every one of you F&I managers. I love you. I know what you go through. I am committed. I made the decision a long time ago to bring F&I to the next level. I committed to bring F&I to the next level. I'm taking action every day to bring F&I to the next level. And guess what the result is going to be? Come on. It's going to be to take F&I to the next level. And I want all you guys with me. Come on. So I want you to go in there, work hard, smile, and bring your very best today. And listen, there ain't no situation that you can't get through, right? There's no circumstance that is better than you. Sometimes we just have to commit to skilling up. I need you to skill up, okay? I need you to commit to skilling up every single day. Skill up, all right? All right, so listen, Dealer F&I University. If you guys aren't a part of Dealer F&I University, you need to join. It's a $1,200 program for a year of F&I training. I break it down to $99 a month. There ain't a person on the planet that will ever miss $99 a month. $99 a month is worth $100,000 a month to you. Listen, it's worth $1 million to your career. Commit. And I want you guys to join me in Indianapolis, November 6th and November 7th, F&I Masterclass. And it's named appropriately, F&I Masterclass, right? Because we're in this thing to become masters at what we do. F&I Masterclass, right? November 6th and 7th. I want you to go to www.fimasterclass.com and get registered today. Do it now. Make the decision now. Commit now. Get registered now, and let's do this. You and me. All right, y'all. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys being on the screen. Thank you so much. Now go out there and crush it today. All right? I'll see you soon. My name is Shaka Dyson. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for being on there.